2025 will be the year of delivery. The Principals Federation wants to see improvements to learning support.
2 governments ago, they brought in learning support coordinators into some schools. The first tranche of them went out, and it was never, ever extended to all schools.
Learning support is one of the minister's priorities. Parents are being asked to play their part too, with the resources for learning at home and more student information expected.
I want you to be demanding customers. I want you to know what is in the curriculum.
She wants all children to receive a quality education and has those from disadvantaged backgrounds in mind.
That will change their lives, and that's why I'm working at this frenetic pace. And yes, it's killing me, but it is worth it.
A shift in the classroom that will take time to adjust to. Kate Nicol-Williams, One News.
Look, I know people have their reasonable, and I also have my concerns about Erica Stanford, but I do genuinely think that she does care about this portfolio. However, I don't think she's going about it the right way, and I think she needs to actually start listening to the sector a little bit more. Yes, 100% structured numeracy is the way to go. There's no other way to teach math, unfortunately. Math is one of those things that's foundational. You've got to build on it. But expecting teachers who are already underfunded, who already don't have support in the classroom and are getting continually their funds cut, and they won't increase the pay for support teachers either, you're not going to see the results that you want. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, she's got.
And I don't know whether or not it's her government that's cutting her budget, or if it's
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day,
she's
aligned herself with the party that has been doing what they've been doing. Does it really matter? Even if it isn't wholly that she can do much about it, at the end of the day, she chose to be in that party. She chose to be under that coalition, and she chose to align herself with ideals that honestly are not conducive to children's education. Even just trying to be structured maths and literacy is 100% the best way to teach kids. Yeah, because we've totally not learned that actually a lot of kids learn in different ways. So what the best thing to do is actually have options and have multimodal ways of teaching people, and allowing the kids that need certain types of teaching to be taught that way. But, with how little teachers we have and how little support and understanding we have for those things, that's not going to happen. What we need is
when you've got
more resources and people and customized education. Not this one size fits all, because let's be honest, it's never fit all. Never, ever. And it's never worked for everyone. It was never supposed to. It was supposed to be easy to administer. And I mean, a lot of that, a lot of the schooling that we have is based on when industrialization started happening, and they changed it. All about training people to be able to go and do all these work. It's a whole thing. And so it's just stupid. Yep, she's passionate, and I do believe she cares about kids, but she's not doing anything to actually help them.
There's on this, I'll come back to the video in a second. There's something else there, but this is something else that I found, which I thought was quite interesting. This came out a couple of days ago, or 10 days ago. Stanford braces herself for a year of cuts and reform. And this, I have to say, after I had that opinion of she's not that bad, it definitely changed my tune after I listened to this one. But there's a great comment at the end. Basically, she's saying that we have to continue to cut. We have to take, there's all these things and new programs, initiatives, ideas are constantly tacked on. They might count for a good headline among bad results, but the return on investment, the impact of student outcomes aren't there. And it's basically the same thing of we're spending $20 billion a year and results are going backwards and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, actually, Erica, I don't like you right now. But that aside, at the end here, and the newsroom always has the best comments at the bottom, and I think it's because they're one of the only ones that actually have comments, and they're actually reasonable. I swear it's the same 3 people. There might be bots for all I know. I don't know. But there's reasonable stuff out here, which is quite nice, which is I think Stanford is amongst the best performers, but I felt that this report relaxed distance from the subject. Yeah, fair enough. Bill Hales, I love this. Stanford says there's still a way to go in closing the equity gap. That would be the understatement of the year. Her program is structured literacy could well be a positive contribution for all, I know, but it'll be a limited one so long as we preserve the neoliberal this is an old man. I love this neoliberal commitment to the transfer of the nation's wealth into fewer and fewer pockets. Can't keep squeezing the education budget until there's no one left to do the teaching. And I'd suggest she maintain the current funding and redirect some of it. I agree. She could get some of our teachers and teacher aides back from Australia, for instance, or offer proper salaries to keep people here. My take on Erica Stanford is that she's somewhat of a lone intellect within a party and that she's someone who cares about society, but she's supporting an economic agenda that undermines her initiatives. Same problem she's got with the abuse saga. Perhaps maybe she's trying to affect change from within. Perfectly sums up my thoughts on her. Whether that's true or not, that's how I feel about it as well.
I think that kind of also summarizes a little what I've saying too. Like, yeah, like sure, she might actually have that genuine concern and thing, but like, yeah, trying to change it from within when it's as fucked as it is at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I genuinely think there are good ministers. Like Tama Portaka, I think he's kind of, I don't know if he's in the right party. I don't know what he's, I don't know, but he also kind of seems like he's got his head screwed on a little bit at least. But
I don't know if it was
think the
screwed on
National
enough,
Party,
he wouldn't be in that fucking party. But that's I'm Māori. I have a whole different rare with him. So like,
yes, no, fair enough.
I got a different perspective.
But I feel like
that Cooper.
I think there's genuine national MPs, but I think they are either they go about it with a different ideology or they have been thrown into a coalition that they do not agree with. I mean, Erica Stanford's associate minister is fucking David Seymour. Like,
I mean, I'm not surprised. We know he likes that age range.
No, thank you. Yeah, so like I can't imagine trying to work with him when he's all like, charter schools, gotta speed the budget's going on charter schools, school lunches, I'm completely fucking with that. And Erica's like, I want to do good stuff with math and I want to actually make change. But you're also about to be deputy prime minister and you're also part of this coalition power and Luxon has bent over backwards for you, so you actually have more power than I do as the portfolio top and you're my freaking associate minister.
Yeah.
I would be ripping my hair out every 5 minutes if I were her.
To be fair, I'm actually wondering if that's why when she's like, I really care about those kids, I'm wondering if that stress that you can hear in her voice and the literal raggedness that you can see on her, I don't know if that's from the portfolio and more from trying to work the portfolio in this fucking hellscape that she's in.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know much about her as a person. For all I know, she could be trying to change something from the inside. I don't know why you'd try inside of that, but that's my own thing. But I've also seen a comment here. Apparently, he's basically just the translator, which I could also believe.
Which he's the token. What is the token Māori?
Yeah, that's a little sad.
Yeah.
Like, imagine betraying all of your people just to be a translator for work. Wretched.